In this video, I will show you a real-life case study where we address these challenges. I'm going to share with you how we tackled these problems using my firm's methodology, which has helped hundreds of our clients through the decades feel confident in their financial decisions. While we look at this real-life case study, we're going to walk through the options and levers that we pulled for this plan, and I will share with you the advice that was given so that maybe you can apply this to your own situation. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Matt. I'm a certified financial planner and advisor at 1 Degree Advisors. And on this channel, I make videos to help you have confidence in your financial life. Now let's jump into the details. This is Jack and Jill, and I changed their names for privacy, of course, but there are a few assumptions that we should be looking at. So first off, there is a little bit of an age gap that we're working with. Jack is 54 and Jill is 49, and they're both currently working full-time. They have assets of around $3 million, which consists of $100,000 in cash, $700,000 in a trust account, a taxable account, $1.3 million in 401ks combined, plus a $550,000 rollover IRA, $250,000 combined in Roth IRAs, and $100,000 in a 529 college savings account for their daughter Jamie, which we'll keep separate from the plan for now. That puts them right about at $3 million, apart from their home worth around $900,000 that still has a mortgage on it of $256,000. Now let's get into their goals. Jack and Jill are getting to the milestone they've had for a long time, which is saving $3 million. And they want to maintain their same lifestyle, continue to travel, and not get killed in retirement with taxes. And we're gonna dig into how this all plays out for Jack and Jill as we go through this video. So be sure to stick around as we go through the advice we gave to Jack and Jill. By the way, if you found this content valuable or interesting, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Surprisingly, 97% of you viewers aren't subscribed. And guess what? It's completely free. So go ahead and hit that button. That way you won't miss any of my weekly videos. But other than that, let's jump right back in. As far as retirement income goes, they will have Social Security of around $45,000 for Jack and $40,000 for Jill, which we will talk about how we strategize for them to help maximize this benefit when we look at their plan outcome. But other than Social Security, their income will be purely driven by their investments. Next, let's talk about expenses. If they were to retire next year, they would need $15,000 per month to cover all their living expenses like food, travel, entertainment, their mortgage, and they want to maintain that standard of living and they prefer to not cut back. So now let's address the inflation factor here. Part of our process we use in our financial plans is being much more conservative in the plan when it comes to our inflation numbers. So we will be projecting out a 3.75% inflation rate throughout their retirement. So that expense number of $15,000 is going to be growing over the next 40 years. And we're going to soon talk about why that may not be sustainable for them. And again, this is all hypothetical. This is not to be taken as advice for your exact plan. This is just to illustrate what an early retirement plan looks like so that perhaps you can get some ideas as well. When it comes to the investment portfolio and returns, we've taken a moderate approach with an assumed 6% growth rate. But again, with $15,000 per month of a portfolio withdrawal, that is not really sustainable for them because it's over 6% as far as a withdrawal rate, and that's going to continue to grow with inflation while eating into their principal value of their portfolio. Regardless of how much they expect to spend, which we will address, there are a few things we can do here to add value in the portfolio. Number one is make sure we are very well diversified, have multiple income streams, owning stocks in multiple asset classes and factors. And then number two, making sure we have the right mix of investments, enough in long-term growth, while also enough in those conservative investments to generate income. For this plan, Jack and Jill decided to have at least 10 years worth of income in their conservative part of the portfolio. That way they can weather market cycles without having to sell from stocks during a bear market like we saw in 2022. Number three is their withdrawal strategy. We want to be tax efficient in what account we withdraw from when they stop working. We will use their taxable account as a bridge in that 7 to 10 year gap before they start Social Security. This will help them pay less in taxes due to the long-term capital gain treatment. So Now, let's get into the plan outcome and how we advise them. Now, here is Jack and Jill's financial plan and what it looks like visually when we run the numbers. Now, as you can see, each one of these bars is a year of their lives. So next year, they will be age 55 and 50, and their investable assets are at the $3 million mark. Next year, when they start to withdraw their assets, they're still growing at that assumed 6% per year. And the impact you are seeing here is because their monthly expenses of $15,000 are growing at that 3.75%. So looking at this visually, their assets last to about age 82. Now, this does not include the value of their home, which they could obviously tap into. But looking at their assets, things don't look that great. So looking at this did not give Jack and Jill a level 10 confidence for retiring early next year, but there are a few small but powerful levers that we pulled and make a major impact on their situation. So the first lever we pulled after looking at their situation, we brought up the idea about, what about working less instead of a full-on retirement age 55? And they let us know they don't hate their jobs, but as long as it doesn't take up too much of their precious time, they can make it work. And I'll toggle this on now. This was decided on the idea of working part-time hours, maintaining medical coverage, and also creating enough of an income cushion prior to beginning Social Security. You can see how this makes a profound difference in their plan. And they like the idea that they can now start to claim some of their time back and spend more time with their daughter. Now, the good news is that because they were willing to work part-time for longer, we were able to double their travel budget from $10,000 per year to $20,000 per year, which they were really excited about. And also, Jack is now able to delay his Social Security benefit until full retirement age of 67. That way he can protect Jill, who's 5 years younger than him, because they believe that she will likely outlive him. And because his benefit will be higher than hers, she would assume his benefit if she were to outlive him. And now their withdrawal rate is under that 4% number, which is way more sustainable for them. Now, this was the first iteration of their plan. We can also test things like growth rates or what happens to their plan if there was a health event, as well as other scenarios. But the true value of this methodology is that it can create a sense of confidence because we tested it. We ran the numbers, and we really can adjust this plan each year as life can and will change for them. Again, this is Matt. I'm a certified financial planner and advisor at One Degree Advisors. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments, along with suggestions for things you want to see and what things you want me to go through. And while you're here, please subscribe to this channel. That way I can make more videos for you right here on YouTube for free every single week.